Hello everybody, Andy here again. Well, just having this of the text conversation with Gary Anakin1814 here on YouTube, and the sort of state of that particular conversation we're having has inspired me to turn on the camera and start talking. Now, Gary's just done a video, a very nice video about myself, and sort of reciprocating something that I did a while ago for him, I suppose. But his was specifically about my birthday. Now, what he was talking about and what I was talking about was how we sort of came together to become friends on here, as we all do, but you know, sort of a common bond that we found between the certain things that sort of link us together. And as Gary pointed out, here we are. I'm sort of 3,000 or so miles away from him, 13, 14 years older than what Gary is as well, and yet we strike up a bond. We strike up a very good friendship, both online and when we met as well. And during the course of the little text conversation we're having, Gary just happened to make a point about the media and how they look at this online relationships things. I know I've talked about sort of online friendships and how I feel that they're real, and I think I've proved that, and I'm sure you can think of examples with yourself, either with people that you have met or people that you have yet to meet, and you feel that they're real people. They're people that you can really sort of empathise with. You can sort of know that you can get on with them. That's why you're here. That's why you watch their videos. That's why you comment with them, why you tweet with them, you know, and all those other things, the Facebook side and all the way that they're bringing these things together, and it's getting more and more. And the media just don't seem to get it. Or is it a case that they don't want to get it? They sort of put down a lot of these sites. YouTube, for example, and I've mentioned this before, is never really thought of as a social networking site. But for me, and I know for so many people on here, it's the one site that has brought people together. We always hear about Facebook, we always hear about MySpace, and they've done a lot, I know that. Fair play to them in the social networking side. And other things like Twitter, as I said, and even Blip FM and all these other daily boost sort of photo sites, and you can put, there's lots of Flickr even as a social networking site in its own way. But YouTube, to me, is a bit different to the others, and it's never put in the same context, I don't think. Whether it's because people don't want to see it, and as I said, the media go on about social network, and they always emphasise the bad points about it. Whether you have a school shooting in Germany, a tragic event like that happened, and all they concentrate on is the fact that the guy who did it posted messages on internet chat rooms and things like this, and was on, I don't know, but I mean, in other cases, people have been on Facebook or I've been on MySpace and this type of thing, and they can watch all these dreadful videos that are on the internet. Yes, of course they can, but they can also go down to the shops and buy an 18 rated or X-rated DVD or something, or a comic, or they can find things out in the real world as well. Yes, the internet does give you more scope to find things if you want to do them, but you've got to have that mindset, I think, to want to go and find them. And people do have that mindset. They've always done it. They've always been the same. We're not looking at anything particularly new. You look at the sort of amount of murders that we have. For example, here in the UK, I can't talk about other countries, especially with children, which is always especially sort of nasty and tragic as well. And they always get focused on, and I can understand why. It's not really any different, the numbers of murders that you have now, to what it was years ago. But they're always brought up now, and it's always the internet and computer games and all these type of things. They're tending to put things down. Now, I have my own sort of particular theory. As I said, the media don't like it. I think the media are in it because they are the media. We're challenging the media. What we're doing here, whether it be on all these sort of social networking sites, we're moving away from the traditional forms of media, whether it be the traditional forms of music. You look at MP3s now, it's all digital, even with DVDs, digital. And these sites where you make your own things, you make your own entertainment. You're not being told now what to do. You haven't got people up there who are the figureheads who are basically telling you what you can do, telling you what you can watch, and are sort of saying, right, that's it. Here's your little list of all the programs that you've got today, and that's all you've got. Now we have so much choice, and media, big media especially, don't like it. As I said the other day with the Google dispute with the PRS over here in the UK, people are finding it hard to catch up. They're still living in the old world. They're still doing things in the old ways. They're not looking at the way that we're doing things now. We're the entrepreneurs. We're the new people. We're the people that are pushing this forward. We're the sort of pioneers and all those sort of things, as other people have said before. We're the people that are changing this. The ideas are coming from us. You look at the way that internet sites have come along. YouTube, as I said, many times before, when this site started, I'm sure it was never envisaged that we would be doing this. We would be doing this social networking site. It was just a site there, like Flickr was, maybe to put video up instead of photos. Even Flickr, as I said before, has become a social networking site. I think these things, we're moulding the sites to how we want them. We're using them for our own ends. With Twitter, for example, yes, a lot of people, including myself, didn't see the benefit of that. And if you look at the media coverage, and it's been getting a lot of media coverage over here in the UK recently, if you look at the media coverage, most of it is dumbing it down. Most of it is concentrating on the fact that it's trivial and it's not worth the while. It's 140 characters. What can you say? Yes, it's all, I'm going to have a cup of coffee, which is exactly what I thought. The media people are challenged by these things, and that's what they don't like. That's my opinion anyway. Once again, maybe I'm getting on my high horse and having a bit of a rant about this, but I believe that that's partly the case. Then the media don't get it, partly because they don't want to get it. They don't want all the other people that are still out there who haven't discovered this yet. And what you've got to realise, that we're the tip of the iceberg. We are the pioneers, in as much as that there aren't that many people doing this. You talk to all your friends, all your colleagues, and people still don't know what YouTube is, and I find that incredibly hard to believe. Even some younger people, I've seen videos and people asking about YouTube, etc., and they say, well, what's that then? And if they do know about it, all they think it is for silly videos, and all the ones that we can think of that we've all watched in the past, and we probably still continue to watch in those times when we want a bit of light entertainment. But scratch under the surface of all of these sites, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, MySpace even probably, and especially YouTube, you do find something completely different, something that is new, something that is challenging, something that is moving things forward, and it's a force for change, in my opinion. It's going to change a lot. A lot of these sites are really going to take off, especially with the way that we're doing things now, with the internet especially, but the mobile internet. That's the next big thing, in my opinion. In fact, I saw something today with Tim Berners-Lee, an interview with him, the inventor of the World Wide Web, and he was saying that mobile technology is the way to go, and I totally understand that. I've just got an iPhone myself, and I don't like mobile phones particularly, or cell phones, as I said before, but that is a completely different tool. It's a completely different animal. It's combining all of those things. It's keeping people together. I can do my social networking on that particular phone, which is something that I couldn't do before. It's now portable. That's the difference, and especially in some countries, especially in what we would class as third world countries. Don't like that expression, but you know exactly what I mean by that. That's the only means of the internet that they're ever likely to have. They don't have internet to their houses or whatever because of the way that their system works, because of the expense that it costs in the first place. But if you can give them a cell phone, a mobile phone, which has got that internet technology, that 3G technology or whatever it might be, let's just think how revolutionary that could be and how this is going to spread. As I said, we're at the tip of the iceberg here. We're at the start of quite a big global revolution, and you and I are one of the pioneers in that. And as I said, I don't think the media companies like that too much. They can possibly see in the future, and they can see where this is leading. We're going to be taking over. We are the program makers. We are the content providers. Whereas in the past, as I said, it's always been dictated to us as to what we will watch, what we can watch, what we're allowed to watch or whatever. But now we're dictating it. If we don't like what they want us to watch, we don't watch it. We make our own entertainment, or we go somewhere that provides what we want to see. Or, as has happened, we make our own sites, or we develop the sites, change the sites for our own ends. That's the difference now. We have the technology to do that. And by getting together like the way we have, 3,000 miles across an ocean, you can form friendships, lasting friendships. The meetups, the tweet-ups, and all those different things that are happening now just proves that. We're getting together, making bonds that are going to last forever across the continents, across the world, and everything like that. So there you go. Big media might be great in its own way, but it's living behind the times, and I think they're scared. They're scared of you. They're scared of me as well. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.